everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maha for everyone that is new, and today I have Sebastian here with me. He's going to be our guest for today's video, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 tips when it comes to your parrots and the coronavirus quarantine to be exact. So number 1 is I recommend that you guys stock up on pellets. Now I do recommend pellets over seeds because an all-seed diet is simply not adequate for any type of parrot, no matter what the species is. So if you do have a bird and an all-seed diet, make sure you convert them to a pelleted diet along with vegetables and some fruits, and you can use seeds as treats. So Sebastian here is eating some millet, and they only get that as treats only. Seeds are not really part of their diet. It makes up about a little bit under 10% of their diet. Their diet does consist largely on pellets, vegetables, and some fruit, along with seeds as treats. So I do recommend pellets because they do have a long shelf life. So this all depends on the manufacturer. Some of them can last for 90 days, while others can last up to 12 months. So just make sure you look that up online or you look on the packaging. Sometimes it will say on the bag. So my second tip is that I really do recommend that you stock up on some vegetables that have longer shelf lives. So some of these can be pumpkin, beets, carrots, sweet potatoes, and for fruit, apples tend to have the longest shelf life. And also frozen vegetables are a very good option as well. You can just pop these in the freezer, and whenever you need them, you can thaw them out and then give them to your parrot. I do notice that now it might be a little bit more difficult to get your hand on some frozen veggies. And I did tend to notice every single time I go to the supermarket that the section for frozen vegetables is almost either completely sold out or there's just a few bags left. So you want to make sure that you really do get your hands on some frozen vegetables for your parrots and for you. So our next guest for this video is Alice Grace. So yeah, this is Alice Grace. She's going to be joining me for the rest of the video, hopefully, if she doesn't fly away like her brother Sebastian. So my third tip for you guys is that I really do recommend stocking up on some water, not just for yourself, but also for your bird. My fourth tip is make sure you guys have a first aid kit. I personally do have a first aid kit, and sometimes vet clinics can be closed, while others may have reduced hours. And also, it's just very, very important to have a first aid kit in general for when there is an emergency that needs to be dealt with immediately, and it just cannot wait for that 10 to 15, 30-minute trip to the vet or however long it takes you to get to your veterinarian. So I personally have a first aid kit, and I will make a video about it in the future just to show you guys what I do have. So you just want to make sure you do have a first aid kit at all times. And my fifth and final tip is probably the most fun in my opinion. I know you guys are probably going to be bored during quarantine, and I do recommend making some DIY bird toys. Now I have a video on how to make DIY bird toys, and I'm also going to upload another video sometime next week on how to make DIY foot toys. So this is something to keep you guys occupied, and it's going to be an amazing experience for you and your bird. You can see your bird play with toys that you made yourself. So there's like nothing better than that, to be honest. She's so cute. I'm going to introduce her in a totally separate video because she is definitely a crazy little bird that deserves her own video in order to introduce herself to you guys. You want some millet? And that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave a comment on what you guys think. Please stay safe during this crazy time that we live in right now. And if you guys have a stay-at-home order in your state or in your country, please stay at home so we can try and flatten this curve so we don't end up overwhelming all the healthcare systems and not infect everyone in the United States or whatever country you guys live in. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see everyone in my next video. Bye guys. So oh my goodness. So my third tip for you guys is to make, so me personally, I do have a first aid kit